Hi there and welcome back to EU4 and to Persia, where we're building like mad. And it won't change until the Shahanshah lives. Maybe when his Shahzadeh comes into play, but for now we're developing Persia to become the first power in the world regarding buildings. The School of Tabriz we have. The silhouette of our capital has never been as full of cranes and half-built towers and monuments in our lifetime. Yes, the reign of Ibrahim I has been characterized by an ever-increasing number of building projects both here and in other parts of our realm. The increasing number of people employed in planning and erecting great buildings to the taste of our Shahanshah has led to the development of a new and distinct architectural style. Internationally, the demand for the great architects and builders of the Tabriz school is increasing, and some foreign cities can now compete with us in our own style. What? No. Can we do that? I mean, we would share it with our allies. Monumental architecture, though. An architectural visionary. Yes, we must... Yeah, this is what an architectural visionary would do. He would set on even more monumental architecture, even if we would need to take loans. Tabriz must remain the grandest of cities. I've taken 2 loans even. But we will build the grandest of cities. Ain't that true? Would you have done the same? Of course, right? Of course. Who couldn't? Who couldn't? 2 of a kind. Of Khanum Atiyah has impressed many men and women at court with her sharp wit and extensive knowledge of the natural world. She has long been a collector of tomes on botany and chemistry. She corresponds with several of our generation's brightest minds. Currently, one of these scientists are visiting our court as per our Khanum's invitation. They can be found discussing all sorts of new theories far into the wee hours of the night. Khanum Atiyah has asked us to make the scientist an offer, claiming that she would make a much better advisor than the natural scientist Shahrukh we currently employ. Hey, you have given us that natural scientist. No, we'll just ask natural scientist Shahrukh to work harder. Let's see. How old is Shahrukh? 42. Yeah, we'll ask her to work harder. On the other hand, we love our wife, right? Of Kurdish heritage. Yeah, we'll gain another one as a reserve. We shall invite her acquaintance to stay. Because we love her. And that's part of the role play, right? Declining power of the emirs. As both influential landowners and the traditional warrior class in our state, the emirs have not fared well lately and lose influence because of their infighting and other bad stuff that we, of course, look down upon as great administrators. Look at that, the Ottomans are in a war too. Are they winning? It seems so. Let's improve relations again. Because you can never be friend enough to the Ottomans. Let's repay one of the loans already. And maybe we need a bank of now 5,000 sitting around. Maybe that's our next goal. Lost some claims, but we don't care. We are builders here and everywhere. We have a new technology coming. Military technology. I don't know. That's a little bit much. We'd rather use that for development again. And a new idea. Benevolence. Our nation is a bastion of tolerance and enlightenment. By ensuring that all other nations know this, we can foster better relations abroad. At least more quickly. Sherman and Ardabil. Ardabil. Improve some relations with them. all the loans. Then build the bank of over 4,000 to stay true to our vision. Becoming the greatest administrators of Persia ever. Ever. Forever, ever. Improvements in trade technology. Our merchants have picked up a few new concepts when it comes to handling trade. They encountered some foreign merchants. They think that with some investment to try it out, it'll be very beneficial for Persia in the long run. And of course, we'll spare no expenses. No expenses at all. Progress needs to rule. Bank of 5,000 would even be more solid. So let's go for that bank of 5,000. That's going well. Progressing so good. And local traders demand aid. We knew that. We'll send them whatever they need. Mogostan is raided by privateers, but they shall get all the help they need. Absolutely no problem. We throw money at problems. We're known for that. And we do it very well. Let's see. What shall be our next project? Another textile manufactory. Another great mosque, maybe? Another counting house. For sure, in Al-Jamyanje. And a new idea. Free trade. The current merchant families are seeking to ensure that trade privileges remain their exclusive preserve, but we are unwilling to do so. We'll allow the growth of the merchant class. What do we have here? Hormuz is progressing. Samarkand is not ours, or is it ours? The Indus. Where do we transfer this? That is sent forward to Samarkand. We could send it to Hormuz, which sends it here to Basra. That would be good. Yeah, we'll send someone here. Rajab Ali Sabet. We're not steering trade towards Samarkand, we're steering trade forward to Hormuz. Nice. Hormuz gets powerful. What else will we do? Employ more counting houses. For even better income. In comes a multiplier. A multiplier. Ooh, pot a positive spin on things versus Miwa? No. Perhaps a policy change is in order versus Miwa. I really don't like them. Let's build something in Avaz though. Because we also don't care about war. We care about peace and development. Military technology too. So let's go for the field howitzer. Originally developed for siege purposes, the howitzer fired a high-angled projectile over the fortifications and into the town inside. The field howitzer, a lighter, more mobile variant, would fire an explosive shell above enemy troops mixed with other artillery types is added to the effectiveness of artillery brigades. We have researched everything here in military technology. Really good. And the field howitzer is not for us though. What is then? Another counting house? No. A great mosque? Maybe. One. A town hall? It's okay at that price. Farm estates, trade stations, textile manufactories. We don't know. There we go. A new idea, humanist tolerance. Striving towards a more tolerant society and making attempts at solving our social and religious problems in more rational ways, the risk of civil disorder will diminish. And idea cost also goes down. Demi loyalty cost goes down. We're humanists too now. The golden times of Persia, ending with a war against Austria, Scandinavia, Hungary, Salzburg, Ulm, Nuremberg, and Russia. My God. We cannot let our allies down. Country is at war now. Let's check our military. Our land force limit has increased. We should drastically expand our troops probably. And we'll do that right now. The time for mobilizing our troops. Maybe recruiting new leaders. Aga Muhammad. That sounds great. Aga Muhammad Assisi. And we'll call him Armageddon because we feel that the end times are coming. He's a very bad leader. Fit for the Armageddon. Land technology research is useless. Well, they're pointing out that the path we are going when it comes to army research is utterly foolish and will amount to nothing. They demand that we stop the current approach and stick with what was good enough for our fathers. I mean, we know that they have a point, but we'll ignore them for the roleplay. Because we have extremely progressive minds. We'll even recruit more generals. Call him Apocalypse. Hamid Day. Oh, he's truly a leader of the apocalypse, right? I have him here. Hamid Day. Yeah, we need a couple of generals here. And we need the Dark Rider, Hossein Sabet. Yeah, he's truly a rider. And then here we have... That's a good name. The Valiant Knight. Who are we at war with now? just about everyone. And Austria. Austria, who is blockaded. Who's attacking the Ottomans. Rigorous researchers. Academic institutions are not immune to corruption, and the profits that can be made by abusing positions of great influence can stand in the way of creating a good environment for research. However, Persian scientists are largely above this, focusing on genuine intellectual achievements above titles and financial contributions. The lack of corruption in society allows us to explore and invent without being impeded by selfish interests. Search of value. Knowledge must be valued in itself. Indeed. And how is that going? We're again somehow losing out in score. That's really odd. There's Morocco moving around. Who is on our side? The Ottomans, Ming, Persia, and Transoxia. Ming too. You know that Ming is just around the corner. And they are on Russia right now. Their armies, but not us. We're not meddling in these affairs. We're just building armies right now. That's our first reaction to this. Building armies, and on the other hand, we're building counting houses. Of course, someone has to count our millions that are coming in. There's someone from Russia. We should drill them too, right? But not at war. Zenodishi. These counting houses everywhere. I mean, we should definitely be good. Look at that. Everyone gets slaughtered here. And there's something coming here. Still though. The mosques not as good as the counting houses here. In terms of income. Not even close. Rather has sown discontent, and the 7th army is standing here. 48 supply limit, oh come on. What do we have here? 48, 46. We can afford this. Great powers. We're even on rank 6 now. Is that true? The end times are upon us. It's one of the greatest wars out there. And I think our troops are winning, but of course we don't understand. I mean, we would understand, but we have other priorities. Just we want to build counting houses. Stability increase. Even a decision to give more power to local magnates has ensured that people of importance feel good about the government. So they've been telling everyone else how well they are being governed. Very good news. Look at that. So I think it's already time. It's time to say arrivederci until the next one. And this game will soon end. I hope you've enjoyed the journey. And yeah, roleplay sometimes leads to situations where you're just building like a madman if you play it like after a certain character concept. Your Lima is losing power still. And we have managed to stay in power all the time. We have not made it bad. We haven't created the wonder build. It was an experiment, a role-playing experiment of how far you can come when you follow the whims of randomness, the whims of the gods maybe, and follow the leads that events and characters give you. As you can see, if you do it, if you manage it just about okay, or even good sometimes, I hope, then you can definitely do pretty well, at least on hard. And it is a little bit more fun, at least for me, to go for these decisions, to imagine how the people that are currently relevant would do things like that. And go for more administrative technology now, for revolutionary ideals. These foolish revolutionaries think they can simply consign hundreds of years of progress to the dustbin of history. All in the name of such outlandish concepts as liberty and equality. We will defeat them through the tried and tested plan of stealing the bits and pieces, ideas that we like. Allows revolutionary empire and republic, and number of states goes up by 5. Crazy things are working there. Also, be noted that for now EU4 will not create another EU4 campaign. There's a lot going on at the channel at the moment. I'll try to report about EU4's development from now on, from time to time as new things come up. And we will make other EU4 campaigns, definitely, just not right now. I want to wait until the number of games I'm playing has reduced itself a bit, and Stellaris will be made a little bit quicker so far. Maybe I can get to the point where I can get some preview versions of EU4, and that would be a good reason for me to play another campaign that is extremely fresh for you, showing off new things, and together with a reduction of the number of games. I mean, there's a plethora of games at the moment running, especially role-playing games, but I've made some promises also to developers. I intend to keep them, and so that is running at the moment. And it's also interesting for me to play, but I want to get into more telling about the development of strategy games, as this fascinates me too, as well as playing them. That's something that doesn't fascinate me at all in role-playing games. If the mechanics are so and so, if I like the mechanics, I like them, and that's it. If I don't like them, I won't play the game. The mechanics of role-playing games are not as exciting. The mechanics of strategy games can, if they change, or what the ideas behind that are pretty exciting and fresh, and the roleplay of strategy games is also pretty exciting. That said, role-playing games will of course not disappear. There will always be probably one role-playing game running at a certain speed, at least every second day. And hopefully, I'm planning to start a Patreon one day, and then you can all vote what you want to be upgraded and to like full speed, which means daily, and yeah, that's that. So we might have an EU4 campaign when Paradox decides to include me in their exclusive club of previews for EU4. I'm pretty sure that is a very exclusive club, as I've not made that much content for EU4 yet. And yeah, also even without that, there will be a time when we play another EU4 campaign. Be sure about that. And once I have stopped the plethora of games and completed some of them, reduced them maybe to 2 or 3 games at once, to keep my mind clear, we'll consider EU4 again. If a great expansion nears that is fascinating, we'll definitely go take that jump and play after a new system of playing I have developed, and stream the whole thing on YouTube as well as on Twitch, like together, and maybe I'll dress up for it. I have acquired an EU4 t-shirt, and I might acquire some kind of crown. Well, probably not that, but will I at least have an EU4 t-shirt and maybe a face when Patreon starts? That is definitely an option. So, thank you for watching the entirety of this. I wish you a great time. Please join in again for the development diary coverage. I'm intending to do at least for a couple of them together. Also depending a lot on my workload and on my kids and how they are sleeping mainly. And yeah, looking forward to a great time in EU4 with you guys, and in the other strategy games of Paradox Interactive, Paradox development. Just completing this makes me want to play it again, learn so much, and new ideas for the roleplay, new ideas on how to handle things more skillfully. A lot of comments of you have contributed to me understanding the game better and inspiring me to play in other styles even. And so this that began as Karakoyunlu, now ending at Persia, as Persia is a good end, I feel. Also, our score is not as bad. If we had some more war in these last years, we would probably have beaten Great Britain here already. So, thank you for watching, and happy gaming to you. This journey of nearly 400 years comes to an end, and we will look to the future together in a very short time. Happy gaming to you, and have a great time until next time. This is Immanuel signing out.